My name's Maddie Rifkin, and I am a senior at Northeastern University, finishing up my 5th year this spring semester, and I have been studying entrepreneurship as well as minoring in entrepreneurial engineering. Throughout my time at Northeastern, I've been heavily involved in the entrepreneurship startup world. I've been involved in IDEA since I was a freshman, started my first company all the way back then. It was called Relock, a bike lock company, but then learned a lot from that. It only lasted about 6 months, closed up shop and really realized kind of what I wanted to do, and that was start my company Mount in the micromobility space. My last and final co-op was actually for myself, my company Mount. And I did it so that I could see if I could work full-time after graduation, which is what I planned to do, and this co-op made it possible. I learned throughout working on a startup, I got to do it in some of my classes through the entrepreneurship program, as well as work on it outside of school, that I really valued wearing multiple hats and doing a lot of work in a fast-paced environment. That led me to actually start my first co-op, my fall semester of my 3rd year at Mass Challenge Health Tech. It's the biggest startup accelerator in Boston. And there it was just a team of me and about 3 others at that time. And I got to do anything from marketing, newsletters, Instagram. I got to run the whole application season, so I sourced over 600 startups that eventually applied. And I also ran the Digital Health Collective or Collaborative, where powerful people from around the United States, in terms of being either a C-suite executive or a department head, we're all involved in trying to better and make an innovative path forward for digital health in terms of hospitals and getting them kind of up into the 21st century. In terms of my most valuable skill gained at Northeastern, I definitely say it was public speaking. I came to Northeastern from a very small high school in Denver, Colorado, and was very fearful of voicing my opinion in class, as well as giving presentations. In my first semester at Northeastern, every single class I was in, we gave multiple presentations in front of classes that had seniors in them, and that was a very daunting task. Also, my freshman year, I gave a pitch on my startup in front of a room of professors, industry experts, and other students, and that was also very scary. But something I've learned over the last 5 years is that public speaking is something you can't avoid, so you might as well not be afraid of it. And I really value Northeastern for kind of just pushing me into it and getting me comfortable giving presentations and talking to others. I decided to do my second co-op out of state in Washington, Seattle specifically, where I worked for a company called Sugar Mountain. They're a food brands company, so very different than my first startup. I learned a lot from this company because it was big. They had about 200 employees. It wasn't startup-paced whatsoever. There was a lot of red tape to cut through. And on top of that, they didn't quite know what a co-op was supposed to do or be. So I got to kind of define that role for myself. But that did kind of make me realize that I wanted to work in a startup environment where you get to wear many hats and have a lot of responsibility, not at a large company just doing one job. Get as involved as possible. I was a bit afraid as a freshman, didn't join too many clubs, and I wish I had. Downhillers, the Northeastern Ski and Snowboard Recreation Club, has been one of my favorite experiences. I actually was the president last year, and we get to go skiing across the East Coast, take a lot of Northeastern students, and just have a lot of fun. It was a great way to meet people, very close-knit community, and something I wish I had done more of getting involved. I did a lot of the mosaics. I was involved in the Entrepreneurs Club, but in terms of mosaics, I've been in IDEA for about 5 years now. I've been a Generate client twice. I'm a Sherman Center co-op. I did the Rev program through that as well. I've worked with the IP Collab and probably a few others I'm forgetting at the moment, but definitely tried to utilize as many resources as possible. Scout is the one that escapes me. Hopefully one day I will be a client of theirs. The entrepreneurship program at Northeastern really does foster innovation, and they want you to, do what makes you happy, start a startup, join a startup, get involved. The Northeastern community really helps foster that and make sure you are equipped with the tools you need to move forward.